What's getting in the way of your success, and how do you overcome that? Let's talk about that today. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. What's getting in the way of your success? What are the roadblocks that are holding you back from being successful? We all have our reasons for not being more successful in life, in sports, in business, in whatever we're doing. And a lot of them are justified reasons. They might be very valid excuses, but that's what they are, as excuses. Because the most successful people find the resources they need, find the things that they need to figure out to overcome those obstacles, to become successful, to learn from their failures. So what is it that you need to do to follow that path, to overcome whatever it is that's stopping you? You know, we look at potential. What is your potential as a human being? Why is it any different than some of the most successful people ever? You've got incredible potential. It's whether or not you can actually tap into that and fully utilize our potential. You know, a lot of it also comes down to, what is your level of commitment? How committed are you to your success in whatever it is? And most people that are trying hard, they're doing what they think is all the right things. They say, you know what, I'm committed, I'm doing all the right things, and it's just not happening. How committed are you really? Because if you're doing everything you can and it's not happening, you're not doing everything you can. You're doing something wrong. And so you've got to learn from that, figure it out, and take a new path. So let's look at a few of the things. One of the things that is going to hold you back are your limiting beliefs. And, you know, some people, it might sound funny, but there are a lot of people that are scared of success. It's like a thermostat. If your thermostat's set at 75, when things get above 75, the thermostat kicks in, cools it down. When it gets below 75, it warms it up. It happens with a lot of people with success. When things start getting warm, when they're having a lot of success, they cool themselves down because of things people say, because of what they think people are going to think about them, different things. So we've got to look at a few different things. I want to share 3 things that'll help you to become more successful if you can overcome the limiting beliefs and all of these different things. But one is changing your standards, and that's changing things from a should to a must. And this is there's actually a book that I read years and years ago called The 1 Minute Millionaire by Mark Victor Hansen and Robert Allen. And I suggest going and reading that, because it puts a woman in a situation where she has to change things from a should to a must, and she's able to do it. So with what you're trying to achieve, what do you have to do to change it from a should to a must? What do you have to do? If your life depended on it, what would you do different? And then changing your limiting beliefs. We talked about that earlier. How are you going to change your limiting beliefs? It starts with certainty. You've got to have the confidence and the certainty to overcome all the limiting beliefs. And, you know, I've talked other times about my momentum cycle and different things like that, but it comes through trial and error. It comes through experience, but it also comes from your knowledge and creating results in advance, creating results in your mind, visualization, all of those things. But you've got to have that confidence and certainty that you can do what you're trying to achieve. And until you can believe it yourself, you're going to have a hard time. And then you've also obviously got to create the right strategy. And that's where I think a lot of problems come in, because people, like I said, they're doing all the work. It's not a lack of effort, but it's not doing the right things. And even if you're trying to mirror someone else's successful, just because they're successful, if it's not working for you, you've got to adjust to that. But when you try something and it doesn't work, you don't have to completely give up that strategy. You've got to figure out what you need to change, make that change, and try it again. If that doesn't work, what do? You make a change and try it again. If it doesn't work then, what do? You make a change and try it again. It doesn't mean you have to scrap everything, but you've got to make the changes so that it's going to work for you. And the other part you've got to look at, I've got some people I work with that are very successful in what they do, and people that are trying to do similar things, look at them and try to put them in the exact same spots. You've got to realize those people that are doing so well, they had a long path to get there. And you've got to go through a lot of the same things before you can get there. You can learn from them and shorten that road for sure. But there's still a lot. You can't compare yourself where you're beginning to where they are in the end. You've got to learn some things. You've got to get the experience. You've got to do a few things. You can do it a lot quicker than they did because of what you can learn from them, but you can't be right there. So a lot of different things. But, someone asked me we were talking about this, and they said, well, out of all those things, how do you just pinpoint one thing so I could be more successful? And I've talked about this a lot. Accountability. Figure out what your goal is. Figure out that big goal. Figure out your purpose, your real why behind that. Go through my 7 levels deep process. Figure out your why. If you don't have clearly defined goals, if you don't understand your why, go to jeffheggie.com/peak performance. You can get all of that there for free. But figure out what that goal is, understand your why, and figure out how you're going to do that. What's the strategy? What's the process you've got to do to achieve it? Break it down into monthly goals, and then every single day, be accountable to getting something done that's going to get you closer to that monthly goal. If you do that every single day and you're truly accountable, you have a good accountability partner, or you're in one of our accountability groups or something, you're going to be more successful than anything else you could do. All right. Thanks for being with me. Please go share this with someone. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions. I'll be back tomorrow. Og Mandino said that the difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the keys to success. Many of the habits that'll bring you success in life are easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. I developed the Mindset Journal so that I could easily implement powerful success habits into my daily routine. The power of the Mindset Journal comes from knowing your top priorities and scheduling them into your day. The power of the reticular activating system and its relationship to your goals, your mindset questions, and your daily accountability. So if you want to implement some quick and effective success habits into your daily routine, go to jeffheggie.com/mindset journal and get yours today. Are you an entrepreneur who wants to discover the breakthrough secrets that will produce the results you've been searching for, but you just can't seem to figure out why you keep working harder and harder and you're just not getting those results? I want to tell you about a new challenge that I've created just for you, the Business Domination Challenge. If you want to create the entrepreneurial lifestyle and the business you dream of, then this is exactly what you're looking for. I created the Business Domination Challenge to show you how to grow your business exponentially and to become an optimal performing entrepreneur. What's an optimal performing entrepreneur? It's an entrepreneur who's succeeding in all areas of their life. If I show you how to build a successful business, but your relationships, your health, and everything else is falling apart, that's not a success. It's not about working harder, it's about implementing the correct principles and becoming the person who can do the things that produce the results. Hurry and go to jeffheggie.com/business domination and secure your spot today.